Driverless Car. Chapter 3. Like a summer squall in the tranquil afternoon. As I sat at the epicenter of my professional universe, my desk, I was digitally diving into a sea of data on my computer screen, surfacing from time to time for a gasp of reality. Each line of text, each chart and graph was a piece of the mosaic that my role as an editor for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security required me to meticulously fit together. Suddenly, like a summer squall in the tranquil afternoon, my coworker and cherished friend, Dee Mathis, flew through the door. Her entrance was a gust of wind, shaking the calm leaves of my concentration. She knocked on the door, the sound echoing through the room like a drum announcing the arrival of a queen. Her smile, perennial as a sunflower, sliced through the sterile monotony of the office space. It was a ray of sunshine that broke through the clouded sky of tedious work, casting a warm, inviting light on the cool, polished surface of my desk. Despite the stormy nature of our work, Dee was the rainbow that reminded us of the calm that always follows. Dee was about 41 years old, medium-height woman with a tight, lean figure and cloudy gray eyes. She had short jaw-level style hair and a sunshine smile. She would always either take me out to lunch or dinner, and on Wednesdays, out to the bowling alley on Acton Road, in Waldorf, Maryland. Out of breath, she said, "Guess where I'm taking you to lunch today?" "Girl, where?" I asked her, lying back in my swivel chair. Dee could always put a smile on my face. It didn't matter if the sun was shining or not. "It's a surprise," she said. "Get your purse." We stood, silhouetted against the imposing facade of our building on M Street, a stone's throw from the pulsing heart of Georgetown. The city, a vibrant canvas of sounds, sights, and smells, thrummed around us, the air thick with the tantalizing aroma of coffee from a nearby cafe and the ever-present hum of urban life. Out of the symphony of city noises, the purr of a powerful engine cut through. It was a sleek beast of transportation that rounded the corner, its predatory grace unmistakable. A black Jaguar XE, its gleaming skin a cloak of midnight under the city lights, prowled towards us. The tinted windows were a pair of dark, inscrutable eyes, hiding the car's innards from prying onlookers, making it a creature of mystery and allure. The sight of the incoming car sparked a flame of thrill in Dee, her eyes lighting up like fireworks against the urban twilight. Her excitement was a palpable force that crackled in the air between us as we edged towards the car, our heels clicking rhythmically against the pavement like a pulsating heartbeat. We stood at the edge of the sidewalk, preparing to embark on a journey in this metal and glass beast that encapsulated luxury, power, and sophistication. The moment we crossed the threshold of the car, stepping from the worn city concrete into the Jaguar's plush interior, a sense of surreal novelty washed over me. The car, a mechanical charioteer, had no driver behind the wheel, its soul a complex fusion of codes, algorithms, and sensory data rather than flesh and blood. I shot a glance towards Dee, and her radiant excitement mirrored my own, transforming the confines of the car into a world bristling with anticipation. It was as though we were explorers stepping onto an uncharted planet, our adventure spelled out not in the rugged landscapes of distant worlds, but in the intricate dance of artificial intelligence and cutting-edge engineering. I had seen these autonomous knights of the road before, their daring exploits splashed across news shows, darting across screens like scenes from a science fiction flick. But being ensconced in one, feeling the purr of its engine, the pulse of its computerized heart, was something entirely different. It was like the future had erupted into the present, bringing with it a thrill that made my pulse quicken, painting an excited smile across my face. The world of driverless cars, once an intangible mirage on the horizon, was now an exhilarating reality beneath my fingers and under my feet. I said, "Girl, no you didn't." Dee just cracked up laughing, nodding her head as the car drove off, headed to our destination. I looked at Dee, curious. "Have you ever done this before?" This past weekend. Perry had a car pick us up Saturday night when we went down to the National Harbor, to the Cadillac Ranch. "Yeah, I heard about the Cadillac Ranch, I've never been." "Is it nice?" "Oh, I love the Cadillac Ranch, we always go there." "You're gonna have to come with us sometimes." "Sure, Just let me know. Perry said from now on when we go out a lot of times, he's going to send for a car. So he won't have to worry about getting pulled over for drinking and driving. I could not stop smiling as the car moved smoothly through downtown DC. It was a beautiful late spring day in DC, and everybody was out enjoying it. Some people were even half-dressed, balking at pneumonia. I never thought I'd be so relaxed riding around in a driverless car. I was tripping. And Dee Dee could not stop smiling at me. She said, "How you feel?" "I love it," I said. Then I gave Dee Dee a look that smeared the smile right off her face. She said, "What? What's wrong?" I said, "You've, never had any problems or an awful experience with this, have you?" "No. These cars, so far that I've seen, are very reliable. And most of all, safe. Trust me, I would not be riding in this car if it wasn't safe." I looked at my phone, giving it all some thought. Dee Dee stared at me, waiting for me to make that move. "Okay, I'm gonna do it," I said. As I watched this car operate, stopping and moving in traffic, stopping at red lights and stop signs, I remembered seeing something on the news. I said, "Dee Dee." She said, "Yeah. You remember seeing something on the news about one of these cars running over this man, he was, jogging or something?" "Yeah, I think I heard something about that. They were still testing it out around that time. And on top of that, the guy had headphones on, and he ran out in the street without looking. So it was his fault." "Yeah, it was his fault. He wasn't paying attention to what he was doing." Dee Dee shrugged and smiled. "It wasn't the car's fault." "Now, Dee Dee, are you sure it wasn't the car's fault? Or did they say that to hide the fact that they fucked up when they designed these cars?" Dee Dee busted out laughing. "Girl, you're crazy. I'm pretty sure it'd be a lawsuit if it was some malfunction. Yeah, on top of that, they had cameras out there that saw everything. He ran right out in the middle of the street, not paying attention. The car even tried to stop, but it was too late. You know these cars come with sensors that make them stop, especially emergency stops. So we can chill and relax while we ride around downtown eating our lunch." "Most definitely," Dee Dee said, reaching across the console and turning up the radio. Cardi B was on. She peeped back at me and said, "You want to eat with the sunroof opened?" "Oh, yeah, girl, that'll work."